Sagittarius, sun that's playing for you is bubbly. So whether you at your boiling point in a situation, or you're nervous, you're anxious, or somebody's at their boiling point in regards to the space they share with you. Somebody fed up with you, Sagittarius, or you fed up with somebody in some way, shape, or form. Or something make you bubbly, in butterflies, in a positive way or a negative way. Something make you anxious, something make you nervous in a negative way. Something make you anxious, something make you nervous in a positive way. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Ooh, first card out for you is, ooh, yeah, you're not bubbly in a good way. I don't know what you got going on or what you invested in, but something don't make you feel good. It makes you anxious. Something give you anxiety and not the good way. It's only the first card, but it's the Queen of Cups in reverse. So whatever external realm you are investing yourself in, something might have ended in your past, and that's why you don't feel good about the end of that relationship, that friendship. You can't work at that job no more. Yeah, Tower in reverse, Death upright, something ended, and it didn't bring you emotional joy or emotional satisfaction in some way, shape, or form. You actually don't feel good about this ending. You haven't felt the same since that happened. Might be because someone was lying to you and you were in a long-term investment or a long-term relationship that you thought was based upon truth, only to find out it was based upon lies. Someone was lying, whether you were lying or your partner was lying to you, and you realized the whole relationship was based upon a lie. So you had to end the idea or the thought or the mind or the character. You had to kill that form that you built, that was made out of that relationship. You feel me? What you manifested, the version of you were while you were in here, the relationship was a lie, so that version of you was a lie, and you had to kill that. It might have hurt you. You don't feel good because you had to end a situation. You had to end some patterns. You had to end a routine. You had to bring a death to something you've been participating in for a very long time. That was not based upon anything true. Something you didn't want to give up in the past because you saw this as solid, only to find out you wasn't supposed to be doing that in the first place. Now you don't feel good about it. It's like you've been living a lie and you found out you've been living a lie. Now you don't feel good about that. But it's like you may not feel good about it, but you may have ended that lifestyle. You feel me? That direction. Proud. Because it's like you weren't living a life you were proud of. So now a death has occurred because of that. Whether it was a wanted, whether you brought death to something, or it was a death that was out of your hands. A friendship ended that you didn't end. Someone ended a relationship with you. Someone ended associations with you. Someone cut the cord with you in some way, shape, or form. You don't feel good about that. Because you were proud of this partnership, this relationship, up until you realized there wasn't shit to be proud about. Whether it was something you were doing that you were once proud of, or something you invested your time and energy into. Someone outside of you thought they could be proud of sharing. That's two. Thought they could be proud of sharing the space they shared with you. Someone thought I'm telling you, you're not investing. If it's you versus someone outside of you, someone's not working on a situation with you, and that don't make you feel good. Because it's like someone wasn't proud of what they manifested with Sagittarius. So now they brought a death to the relationship with Sagittarius. If it's you versus you, you're not something ended and you can't work where you want to work. You can't be where you want to be, and you don't feel good about that. Or is something ended for the better, but it's something that ended that you were investing in for a very long time. You still had some connection to this because you were giving to it. You were paying that attention. Yeah, it had to end so that you could rebuild or restart or further develop yourself, or you can evolve or expand, but you still had some connection to that. So you can't act like you don't feel it. Yeah, it's because some shit came out. This was in your last one. Some shit, it's like something that was hidden from you has been revealed about where or who or what you weren't paying attention to. You feel me? And you ain't had no choice but to let this go. Stop investing here. Stop working here. You thought in the past this was love, only to find out it's not. Once the hidden information came, yeah, you had to emotionally remove yourself. Look, you had to bring death. It hurt you because you loved that. You probably had honest feelings about a situation, only to find out it was one-sided. Now you hurt. It was a one-sided relationship. Your partner's intentions weren't what they wanted you to think they were, and you became aware of that. And you had to remove yourself from that situation, and it hurt you. Now you might be emotionally disconnected. It's a death for a rebirth, though. Death is upright. So the sun gonna shine again. Just right now, it's a little dark. Just a little dark. Shit, if it's you versus you, your secrets might have came out in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, shit. If it's you versus you, you might not. Yeah, you. It's like you got scarred and you've been burned in some way, shape, or form. You honestly don't feel like it's fair. You don't feel like it's right. But it's like, now, if it's you versus someone outside of you, it's like someone outside of you don't think it's fair that you know what they didn't want you to know. And that changed how you handle the situation. It's like you found out your partner's secrets and what they've been keeping from you. Yeah, what they did in the relationship. You found out your partner's dirt. And it was like a dirt. If this came out, it would have changed the dynamic of the relationship. And it did. And if it's you versus someone outside of you, whoever got caught don't feel like it's fair. You weren't supposed to know that, Sagittarius. You weren't supposed to see that, Sagittarius. You weren't supposed to hear that, Sagittarius. You weren't supposed to feel this way about that, Sagittarius. You weren't supposed to think about our relationship from that perspective, Sagittarius. And because that only made you realize it's time for you to stop this, whatever this was. Now, if it's you versus you, you may feel like it's unfair because somebody knows your secrets. And because somebody knows somebody tried to get away with some shit. Now, because somebody knows your secrets, it's like you can't be where you want to be. And you don't feel good about that. You want to go over there. You want to invest in this. You want to hold on to something. But because you are now seen, you can't go there. And you feel like that's not fair. Yeah, look, you mourning over something. If it's you versus someone outside of you, someone is still mourning over the loss of this relationship. The fact that you disconnected, the fact that you actually left, you stopped giving here, you stopped trying in the relationship because you became aware of your partner's secrets. And that changed how you feel totally. You honestly, whatever you became aware of repelled you more than anything. And now your partner don't feel like it's right. Because you weren't supposed to know that to begin with, but you learned it anyway. Because God threw you a bone. Because God said it was time for you to get up on out of there, and He made you become aware of some shit in your relationship that ain't make you feel good. But it's like, again, death is upright. It's the death for the rebirth. Because the sun gonna shine again. It ain't shining right now. What song is this? 3. So it might just be the environment you share with somebody, or something, it's like the space you manifest when you participate here. The energy that 1 + 1, the 2, whatever that third, whatever is manifested when you share a space with these people or this person. So if it's you it's you and someone else, it's the relationship. Somebody you found out secrets hidden in the relationship that changed how you view the relationship. And your partner don't feel like it's fair because you weren't supposed to know that. Yes, indeed, is the song that's playing for you. If it's you versus you, you feel like something's unfair because you still fixated on something that isn't gonna work, something that didn't work, and it's like you may be aware of the roles that you played as well as whoever else that was invested in this situation played, and you feel like what you lost or what you can no longer do, where you can no longer be, it's not fair that you can't be there. But ain't nobody tell you to try to get away with some sneaky shit. And you just mad because you ain't get away with it. Now you hurt. Mind you, if you got away with whatever you got away with, you would have just been being grimy. So hell yeah, you ain't gonna let it work. Yeah, but somebody put a burden down. It's like, it's almost like something didn't work, so now you can put it down. Okay, I know me thinking like this don't work. I know me hiding this. I can't hide this. I can't do this. Whatever it was, you realize you are holding on to something that is burdensome, and the only way for you to put this burden down, or the only way for you to stop doing what you've been doing, is for you to do it one time, and that one time you did it, it didn't work the same way it used to work. And it's like it not working that time was the time you really needed it to work, and it didn't. So now, yeah, it hurt you. 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Whatever you did or whatever somebody tried to do to you that just made you put the burden of the relationship down. Or, yeah, look, it brought you out of that cold spot. Something that happened, if it's you versus you did something. You might feel like it's unfair, but it's like it was a blessing in disguise. You might not see the blessing yet, though. But whatever you wanted to stick that didn't stick, it wasn't supposed to stick. And the one time you needed it to stick and it didn't stick, it made you stop doing it. Whatever it was, because it was it made you change your perspective about it. Change how you feel about carrying out those virtues, carrying out those habits. It made you stop working on that. Let me stop doing this because it didn't work when I need it to work. It doesn't work when I need it to work. So you became aware of all the dark or all the dirt that you doing that caused because something didn't work. You feel me? It's like you reflected upon your actions when what you did that usually works doesn't work. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you though.